I've picked up an investment property that is, for me, exactly what I was looking for. I picked it up under market, under home report value, which covered my ADS. And it was just from start to finish a really smooth process that's going to leave me, hopefully in the future, making quite a lot of money as an investor. And I think the landlord that sold me, it's probably pretty chuffed with how things went for them as well. He got a good price for it for being tenanted. So yeah, all round really good. Everybody won. Me, the landlord, and the client that was in there that didn't want to leave.
Yeah, smash it.
I've got another property, but this was my first sort of foray into finding a tenant that wasn't part of the family, or like, so this was going to be my first sort of property like that. And it's certainly made it a whole lot easier because, as I say, as soon as I bought the property and everything was finalised, I received a rent payment shortly after, which helps the cash flow and stuff like that straight away. So, no, it was good. Yeah, good experience all in.
And how's your experience been with your tenant and stuff? All good?
So far, so good. I met them for the first time a week ago, and yeah, she's been lovely. She's already made the first rent payment. There were a few wee things that she wanted to highlight, but all of which were in the home report, so I don't really feel like I've been, it was all fairly accurate what was in there, and I don't feel like anything was hidden. The tenant's got a continued record of paying her rent, and it looks like that's going to continue. So it looks like somebody's done their due diligence there, which is quite reassuring.
Okay.
I remember I think the lad's name was Connor that I spoke to initially. It ended up being a different agent that saw through, because obviously they work in different teams, one sales, one person that carries on. But I think the lad I was speaking to, Connor, was really good. He was actually talking to me about scaling up my portfolio, giving me sort of giving me as much sort of information as I needed as well. Like, he was really, really, he was just on the ball with it. He constantly sort of reassured me along the way, this is what would be happening, detailed the full process. Our plans to scale the portfolio up now. We've got up to 3. Ideally, we're going to have it up to 5 in the next few years. Yeah, just a case of building that stack back up so we're in a position to go and buy another one. And I've certainly used let property again because I do like the idea of being connected with these houses that already have tenants that are guaranteed to be paying their rent, and you've had somebody do full due diligence on the gas certificates, the electric certificates. I got all of them. I've had all of them checked. Everything's fine, all of that. So it leaves me, from a compliance perspective, as a new landlord, feeling pretty
safe.
Pretty safe. Like, rather than have as a new landlord, like, coming into that for the first sort of time, you're a wee bit like, scratch your head what I do. But I sort of had my hand held with it a wee bit. It was like, right, here's your electric certificate, here's your gas certificate, here's the pack test, here's everything you're going to need. The Legionnaires one, stuff that you might forget. There's everything laid out for you. There's all the certificates guaranteed for a year. That again, which is quite a good part of the product, I think.